Welcome to the 2020 Raffles Girls Primary School Mathematics Prelim Paper 1 Booklet B answers. Grab your pens and papers and let's get started. Okay, question 16. Find the value of this. Okay, I'm not going to read out the question, but it's always brackets first. Okay, so let's look at the bracket. Inside the bracket, there's a divide and a multiplication. So what we need to do is to start from the left hand side. So I'm going to underline what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to continue. So what's 24 divided by 2? Let's do the working here. It's equals to 12. So 12 times 3 plus 4. So now our bracket is still not complete yet. We still have this, so I'm going to underline. So that's 36. So 50 minus 36 plus 4. Okay, so right now we have minus and plus, so we do left hand side to right hand side also. So 50 minus 36, 14 plus 4 equals to 18. So my answer will be 18. Okay, so brackets, then division, multiplication, followed by plus minus. Okay, and we always follow left to right hand side. Okay, let's move on. When a flight departed from Singapore, the time in Perth was 8:50 p.m. The flight arrived in Perth 5 hours and 15 minutes later. At what time in Perth did the flight arrive? Give your answer in 24-hour clock. So let's find out what time the plane arrived first. So from 8:50, one hour it's 9:50, correct? So this is 1 hour. So if I add now 1 hour, it's 10:50. And then if I add now 1 hour, it's 11:50. Another 1 hour, it's 12:50 a.m. Okay, so another hour is, so it's 8:50, 9:50, 10:50, 11:50, 12:50. So this is 1:50 a.m. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, already 5 hours. So after 5 hours, it will be 1:50 a.m. So there's 15 minutes, correct? So I'm going to add 10 minutes first. After 10 minutes, it will be 2 a.m. Okay, I'm just going to put 2 a.m. Okay, so this is 5 hours and 10 minutes. I need to add another 5 minutes. And where will I be? 2:05 a.m. Okay, so that's the end of my timeline. I can erase the rest. And my answer is 2:05 a.m. So the 24-hour clock will just be 02:05. Okay, let's move on. 78 divided by 9 is a mixed number in its simplest form. So the over in fraction is divide. So let's just divide it. Okay, so 8, 6/9. And I realized that we can further simplify it. So we divide top and bottom both by 3. So it's 8, 2/3. Okay, so 8, 2/3 is the answer. Got it? Okay, let's move on to question 19. Question 19, find the sum of 11 tenths, 1 tenth, and 10 hundredths. So 11 tenths is 11 plus a 0, because tenths are 1 0. Okay, so that's the trick behind it. 1 tenth is 1/10, or we can call it 0.1. Okay, 10 hundredths. Hundredths means divided by 100, correct? Over 100, correct? So 10/100. Okay, we can simplify this first. So we cancel away the 2 zeros, top and bottom. So we're left with 1/10. And 1/10 will be equals to 0.1. So let's add over here. Okay, so 110.0. Since there's no decimal here, we can give you a decimal, which is 0.0, because it doesn't change the value this way. So plus 0.1 here, and plus another 0.1. Okay, so total we're going to get 2 0.011. So your answer is 100.2. Okay, understand? This part is important now. Let's move on. Find the average of 108 cm, 180 cm, and 101.2 meters. Leave your answer in meters. So because finding average requires us to sometimes divide. So I'm going to change this 1.2 meters to cm. So 1 meter equals to 100 cm. 1.2 meters equals to 100 times 1.2. Okay, so let's do the working here. 1.2, I'm going to add a few zeros here so we can shift our decimals by two zeros. So 1, 2, we shift it by 2. So I'm going to get 120. Okay, so the total is 180 plus 120. Okay, do our working here. 300. Okay, how many there are 2, correct? So we take 300 to divide by 2 to find average. Okay, so it's 150 cm. So from cm to meters, I'll divide by 100. So 150 divided by 100. I'm going to show you the working here. 150, I'm going to give you a few zeros. So move it by 2 times to your left because it's a division. So I'm going to get 1.5. Okay, so your answer is 1.5 meters. Question 21. So we're at the 2 marks question now. Let's start. Pillai mixed milk and rose syrup to make a drink. Gonna underline this too. He used 7/8 liters of milk. Okay. And the amount of rose syrup used was 1/6 liters less than the milk used. So, how much milk was used? 7/8 liters, correct? So, how about rose syrup? It was 1/6 less than the milk used, so it's 7/8 minus 1/6. Okay, so let's make it common denominator. We times 3 times 4 to get 24 at the bottom. Okay, 21 minus 4, you're going to get 17/24 liters. Okay, because 21 minus 4 is 17. So the amount of rose syrup used was this. How much milk and rose syrup did Pillai use altogether? So we gotta get 7/8 plus 17/24. Okay, this one already found out that it is 21/24 plus 17/24. We're gonna get 38/24. Alright, so let's simplify it. Divide by 2 on the top and bottom. Do our workings here. So it's 12 at the bottom and 19 at the top. Okay, so over here we can make it into mixed number. So my answer is just 1, 7 out of 12 liters. Okay, got it? So 19/12, I can just take it to divide. Okay, that's how I get 1, 7 out of 12 liters. Okay, let's move on. Question 22. Alex has a box measuring 40 cm by 50 cm by 60 cm. So length, now this should be the breadth. So the length is 50, the breadth, and the height. Okay, it's not drawn to scale. So this is 50 cm, this is 40 cm, and this is the height that is about 60 cm. Alright. What's the maximum number of Rubik's Cube he can pack into the box? So for this length, I can take 50 to divide by 6 to find out how many cubes I can put here. Okay, so then for the breadth, it's 40 divided by 6 to find out how many I can put, and the height is 60 divided by 6. Okay, 60 divided by 6 is just 10, so I'm just going to put 10. This one I need to do working. So 50 divided by 6 is 8. So I'm going to get 8, 2 over 6, which is 8 1/3. Okay, so 40 divided by 6 is 6, 4 over 6, which is 6 2/3. Okay, so I can put 8 and 1/3 of a cube, Rubik's cube. I can put 6 and 2/3 of a Rubik's cube. So obviously the 1/3 and 2/3 has to go because we cannot cut the Rubik's cube into 1/3 or 2/3. So for the length, I can put 8 cubes. For the breadth, I can put 6 cubes. And for the height, I can put 10 cubes. So I have to multiply it, okay, to find out how many cubes I can put. So it's 48 times 10, which is 480. So my answer is 480. Alright, so knowing how many cubes I can put and multiplying it is definitely worth 2 marks. Alright, let's move on to question 23. Okay, question 23. Mrs. Delvey had 24 ant cookies. She distributed all of them equally to 8 of her grandchildren. So if she were to distribute it to 8 of her grandchildren, I have to take 24 and to divide by 8 because it's shared with 8 people. And 24 divided by 8 is just 3. Okay, so it's 3n. Each child gets 3n. Okay, so then one of her grandchildren, Heidi, ate 4 cookies. How many cookies had Heidi left? Heidi has 3n cookies. She ate 4 cookies, so I have to minus. So this will just be the answers. She had 3n minus 4 cookies left. Alright, very simple question, definitely worth 2 marks. Let's move on. 24. There were equal number of male and female members at a gym. After 265 male members and 545 female members cancelled their gym membership, the number of remaining male members was 9 times that of the remaining female members. So I'd like to draw this model first, the one that has 9 times. Okay, so I'm going to draw it here, female and male. Male had 9 times, correct? So I need to draw 9 units. Let me draw the model first. Okay, so male 9 units, female 1 unit. So what's the keyword here? Equal number of male and female members. Okay, so I'm going to start drawing them to be equal. Okay, okay, done. So after 265 male members, so this is where the 265 goes because they cancelled. And then 545 female members cancelled. Okay, so that's it. We can actually find out what is 1, this 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit. So total here there are 8 units. Okay, and then we can actually just find out how much 8 units is. I'm going to put 545 outside. Okay, so over here it's 265. So what is this space here? 8 unit will just be equals to 545 minus 265. Okay, it is 280. How many female members remained at the gym? 1 unit. So let's just find 1 unit. 280 divided by 8. My answer would just be 35. Okay, so look at what a good model gets you. Okay, it lets you see very clearly what you need. Alright, so learn how to draw models like that. Let's move on to 25. In 25, in this figure, ABCD is a rectangle. So this is the rectangle, and this is the rhombus, AEFG. So I realized that there's a line AF, and they said AHF is a straight line. So when I cut this, right, it also means that the angles here are cut equally. Okay, so whatever this angle is, whatever EAF is, will be the same as GAF. Okay, so BAE is 22. So from here, what can we find? BAD is a right angle because it's a corner of a rectangle. So what is this angle? And also what is this angle? Let's find out. So angle EAF is equals to angle DAF. Okay, and so this whole angle is 90 degrees minus 22 degrees divided by 2. Okay, so I'm going to do the working here. So it's 68 degrees divided by 2. $34 degrees. So this is 34 and this is 34. Okay, so this is another corner of the rectangle, so this is 90 degrees. Find CHF. So DHC will be a straight line because it's part of a rectangle. So if we find out what is this angle, it will just be equals to this angle because they are vertically opposite. Okay, so let's find out what is this first. AHD will be equals to sum of triangles minus 34 degrees minus 90 degrees. Okay, so 180 minus 90 is 90, so 90 minus 34 is 56. Okay, so AHD is 56 degrees. And this just means that this is also 56 degrees. Okay, so my answer will be 56 degrees because vertically opposite angles. Okay, let's move on to question 26. Anna needed 20 pieces of wires, each of 0.3 meters. Okay, so the wires were sold in rows of 2 meters each. So I'm just going to try and draw the rows. Okay, so this is 2 meters and there's a row of wire. Alright, so 2 meters is 200 cm. Okay, and each length is 0.3 meters. 0.3 meters is 30 cm. Okay, so from one row, how many 30 cms can I get? I'll just get one row, which is 200 cm, to divide by 30 cm. Okay, what should I do marking? Here. So 200 over 30, I cancel away the 2 zeros, top bottom, it's 20 over 3. So 20 over 3 is 6 2/3. Okay, so I'm going to get 6 2/3 pieces of 0.3 meters wire. Okay, so from one row I can get 6 full pieces. Okay, I'm going to put the word full pieces because what can I do with the 2/3? I can't do anything with the 2/3 because it's not a full 30 cm wire and I can't use it. Alright, so we have to round down to 6 full pieces. Okay, so for every 2 meters I can get 6 full pieces. How many rows of 2 meters do I need? Okay, so I should take 20 to divide by 6 to find out how much I can get or how much I need. So 20 divided by 6 is 3. So it's 3 2/3. Okay, so I need 3 2/3 rows of 2 meter wire. Okay, I can't have 2/3 rows of 2-meter wire, so in this case I need to round up to 4. Okay, I need 4 rows of 2-meter wire, so my answer will just be 4. Okay, because if I only have 3 rows, I will only have 18. Okay, remember the 2/3 we can't do anything about it. Okay, in this case we need 20 pieces, so instead of rounding down we need to round up to 4. Okay, we are gonna get more than 20 pieces, but that's fine because at least we hit 20 pieces. Alright, please watch it again if you don't understand. If not, then let's move on to question 27. Okay, question 27. The figure is made up of 3 squares. AB is a straight line. And what is the parameter of the figure? So I'm gonna call it big, medium, small. Okay, or large, medium, small. Okay, so 1 large plus 1 medium plus 1 small gives you 8 cm, correct? So I'm going to use another color now. 1 large and 1 medium and 1 small will give you another 8 cm. I'm going to use another color. 1 large, 1 medium and 1 small will give you another 8 cm. So do you see where I'm going with this? So 1 large, 1 medium and 1 small will give you 8 cm. So there are 4 sets. So my parameter will just be 8 cm times 4, which is 32 cm. So my answer is just 32 cm. Okay, questions like that come out a lot. So make sure you really understand this before you move on. Alright, so let's go on to question 28. The table shows the rate for renting a karaoke room at a community club. First 2 hours is $9 per hour, so that means for the first 2 hours you're actually paying $18. Okay, so for every additional 30 minutes, it's $8 per 30 minute. Okay, so the group of friends paid $42. How long did they rent it for? Let's take $42 to minus away the first 2 hours first. Okay, let's see what are we gonna get. You're gonna get $24. Okay, so this is after deducting the first 2 hours. Alright, so we still have $24 left. It's $8 per 30 minutes. So if it's $24, how many 30 minutes are there? Let's count. 30 over 8 times 24. Okay, we do this. Divide, then multiply. Okay, so we can cancel and then we are going to get 90 minutes because 3 times 30 is 90. Okay, so 90 minutes equals to 1 hour 30 minutes, which is also equals to 1 and 30 over 60 hours, which is 1.5 hours. Okay, so we have to take 1.5 plus the first 2 hours. So answer is 3.5 hours. Okay, so very straightforward. Minus away the first 2 hours, then after that find out how much the remaining $24 actually the time for 24 hours is, and then we found out it's 1.5, so we got to add it. Okay, so let's move on to question 29 together. Then 29, Sarah had 5 over 6 meters square of fabric. She cut out 1/4 of it and used the remaining to make 5 identical masks. So she cut out 1/4 of it, correct? So what's the remaining mask? The fraction will be 1 minus 1/4. Okay, so this is the fraction remaining. Okay, so let's find out how much it is. So remaining is 3/4. I have to multiply it by how much fabric I had at first, which is 5 over 6. Okay, we're going to get 15 out of 24. So this is the amount of fabric I had remaining. okay, to make the 5 identical masks. Alright, so how much fabric did I use to make one mask? I have to divide by 5. Okay, so 5 is a whole number, so I put over 1, then I have to flip it. Okay, flip it to a multiplication, and then from here I can do a bit of cancellation, and then it is 3 over 24, and then I can simplify it. So my answer will be 1 over 8 meter square per face mask, or any mask. Okay, they just put mask. Got it? Very straightforward. Let's move on to question 30. The graph below shows the number of houses sold from January to March. So they show January and March. I'm guessing we have to draw March, okay? So the number of houses sold in February and March was 2/3 of the total number of houses sold over 3 months. So let's get some information from this. This is 3 units. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units. Okay? So from January to February, it's 3 out of 5. Okay, so this is what we get from the graph here. And then let's get some information from here. The number of houses sold in February and March was 2/3 of the total number of houses sold over 3 months. So February plus March is to total. So January plus February plus March. It's 2 is to 3. Okay, so from here we can actually find out that we can actually take 3 unit minus 2 unit equals 1 unit. Okay, and that 1 unit is my January. Okay, it's my January. Okay, so we're just minusing to find out what is this J. So February plus March is 2. January is 2 is to 1. Got it? Because my total is 3. Okay. Got it? So January here is 1 unit, January here is 3 unit. I want to make it the same. So I have to multiply by 3. So I'm going to get 6. Okay, so February plus March is 6 unit. So what's March? I can just take 6 unit to minus away February. So 1 unit is also equals to March. Do you understand? Okay, because February plus March is 6 unit, and then February is 5 units, so I have to just minus. Alright, so I'm going to draw in a different color. Okay, I'm just going to choose pink. So if I were to shade, it's just going to look like that. Okay, so we are at the end of this paper. If you all need, just watch it again. If not, then the next video will be paper 2, and it will be uploaded over the next 2 days. So congrats and thank you for watching. Good job with the paper, by the way.